Hey there, it's Ryan from UserLeap, and thanks for giving me a chance to take a look at your onboarding. First of all, when I first see your tagline here, it's the smartest way to automate your restaurant's accounts payable. I do wonder what the benefit, as a restaurant owner, I wonder what the benefit is for me. What's in it for me? And so I would think about potentially a tagline that's a little bit more benefits focused. Is it saving time? Is it growing revenue? Is it am I reducing staff? What exactly is the primary outcome that resonates with, your audience? And so I think that's one thing to consider. And because smartest way, I kind of wonder what exactly does that get me? What's in that? What's in it for me? Um, the other thing too is that the email was a little bit. I think it could stand out a little bit more. You'll see this dark blue does blend in with the background. It's almost like you are hiding your email capture. And so what I would actually do is position this over here, the email capture over here, and have a watch video button down here that would then do a takeover. One of the disadvantages of having the video autoplay is that the sound is off by default. And so I'm looking through this video is automatically playing, but without the sound, there's not really a lot of benefits to the video playing. And so it does become a bit distracting when I'm looking through logos and trying to figure out what's going on here. It doesn't really serve a purpose. And so what I would do is just focus on the email over here, ask the user to watch the video, maybe have a thumbnail with the play button over it, and say, learn how you can save time. And when they do, then you can have the audio playing because the user's opting into watching that video. You can then have the audio automatically play. I do wonder too about the scrolling between the logos. There's already a few restaurants here that I knew really well, like Mixed, Plant, Atelier Cren, and so it's a little bit distracting. I think you've got some great logos there. Just have them there, have them static, and pick the best ones. And I don't think there's any point of having them scroll through. And I do think it's a little bit distracting because you have the video, you have the logos, when all you really want is the person to enter their email. So having a lot of moving animations elsewhere and having this so hidden, you most likely will be losing drop off with this current layout. The other thing too, I can't go too far because you're based on a demo here to give you more feedback on your onboarding. But I would explore other avenues to collect demo information. And so, it's very common now to use tools like Drift, where collecting the demo information you can pre-qualify. You can ask, where's your restaurant located? How many employees do you have? And have that actually in a chat based that will pop up in the bottom right. And so looking at Drift as an example here, you can try get a demo, and you'll see that they'll actually have this appear. Where is it? Right here, and actually do the qualifying and then book the demo right through the chat. So I would experiment with other ways in addition to this lead collection. But I do think this is great on how the information they're asking for. I do also wonder how many users are actually referring someone at this step. I would consider having that as a separate option, given that that's most likely going to be very uncommon for someone to refer a friend. This does take up half the page, asking someone to refer a friend. And my attention was drawn over here with the image, and it felt like it was very important because it was standalone. But there's no restaurateurs that I know, and I would really focus on just driving everyone to this form. And so I'd make this the center and the focal point of this takeover, and maybe have a small link at the very bottom with this refer now. They would then take that person to that other step because my attention is drawn over here when all that you really want, and I imagine 90% of your users will be going through this flow. And so those are a few quick ideas for your marketing. If you did give me the option to actually try your account setup, I'd be happy to give you some feedback there as well. But what UserLeap does is that we run small micro surveys at a very small sample to your user base to understand from prospective users why they're requesting a demo and not requesting a demo, and what are some of their hesitations and concerns about your product. And what we do is we find out why people are converting and not converting to help you actually drive more leads. Another thing we do is we also use micro surveys in product and through email to measure customer satisfaction. And so we'll help you understand how users are satisfied with how many users are satisfied with the product, how satisfied are they, and what else are they looking to achieve with your product. And based on that feedback, we work with our customers to improve their customer satisfaction, improve their products, reduce customer churn, and ultimately grow revenue. So if you're interested in chatting about that, we can set up a time to chat. I'm based here in San Francisco. It looks like you guys are nearby as well, and I'd be happy to meet in person as well. Thanks. Bye.